I'm a capitalist. I have no problem with companies, pharma making a lot of money, and that's fine. That's what this country is all about. We're capitalist. But it just seems so unfair to me, Mr. Kasselheim, that you know, as you said, the pharmaceutical companies try to have as long an exclusivity period as possible, keep their things so that they can keep selling things exclusively. I mean, that's monopolistic. That's not capitalist. There's no competition, right? Then they say, that we should be able to raise our prices as much as we want. The government shouldn't step in. And the whole idea is that, they should just, all this money should come to them through higher prices, through exclusivity. And then they're going to use all that profit to invest in innovation. But that's not the case. I mean, in other words, I have no way of guaranteeing that massive amounts of money that are going to go to the pharmaceuticals are going to be used for innovation. In fact, if we tried to legislate that, I'm sure my colleagues on the other side would say that's unconstitutional, right? Because it's against the marketplace. So meanwhile, in the rest of these countries in the world, they pay much less for drugs. They have a lot more access to the drugs. I think that what's happening in our country is that, we have fewer people that have access. And what did you say? 3 in 10 can't afford their drugs? So it's just not fair. It's very much the opposite of competition, the opposite of capitalism. It's basically saying, give us all the money, give us all the advantages through the patent system, exclusivity, and then, we'll spend it on innovation. But all that burden is on us. All that burden is on Americans, on our seniors, on the people that can't afford it. And then the rest of the countries go merrily down their way and take the advantages of this innovation and pay less and have no problem getting the drugs. It's just not fair. So that's my gripe. It's just not fair. I mean, I got to look out for my constituents, and they're saying, what are you doing here? Why are you letting them get away with this? And that's why we passed this provision in the Inflation Reduction Act. And I just have one question. In your testimony, you refute Big Pharma's arguments that exorbitant drug costs are simply the price we have to pay for access to novel drug treatments. And Republicans echo these claims, asserting that the Inflation Reduction Act unfairly disadvantages small molecule drugs, will cause a delay in new therapies, reduces incentives for drug innovation. Why should we buy these arguments, and why should we allow these high prices to continue? I just comment on what I said. 2 minutes, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important to recognize, and I also support capitalism and those principles, that the drug market is not a free market. This is not what we're talking about. Because in the drug market, what we have is where the government gives drug companies patents and other exclusivities that protects them from competition for, on average, about 15 years. And then we have insurance companies, insurance systems like Medicare that are required to cover the drugs. In Medicare Part D, there are protected classes like cancer where the Medicare Part D plans have to cover basically every FDA-approved drug. Medicaid has to cover every FDA-approved drug.
Yes, friends, a big day is coming up for hundreds of thousands of households. Stimulus checks are still continuing to be sent out this month and throughout this year. More financial assistance has been approved by lawmakers as they aim to assist residents with the rising cost of living. So even if you do not file taxes, you may qualify for one of these checks. Dearest friends, I will be going over which states are paying out these payments, so please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, simply click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Millions of Americans have received financial assistance in the form of direct payments this year. Last fall, nearly 3 million Massachusetts taxpayers received a rebate, thanks to a law passed by voters in 1986. According to CBS News, you should not expect a check in the mail this year. The state auditor confirmed this week that the state does not have the cash that would trigger automatic refunds under Chapter 62F. Last year, taxpayers received back about 14% of what they paid in personal income tax for 2021. Massachusetts missed a cap this year by approximately $4 billion. The State House News Service reports that the legislature made triggering Chapter 62F less likely in future years when they exempted new surtax revenues from counting towards the annual limit on tax collections. But there are still states like Montana that are depositing and mailing payments for their residents. According to Montana officials, Montana property tax rebates will be sent by paper check in the mail. The Montana property tax rebate provides qualifying residents of Montana up to $675 of property tax relief on a primary residence in both 2023 and 2024. The quickest way for taxpayers to apply and receive the rebate is by applying online. Claiming a property tax rebate online should only take a few minutes. Over 100,000 homeowners have successfully applied for the rebate online since the portal had opened. The department anticipates it will take up to 90 days to process the payments and send paper checks by mail. Also, Georgia residents have received a little extra money this year. Governor Brian Kemp signed HB 162 into law, which provided a special state income tax refund back to Georgia taxpayers for the second year in a row. The special refund was accounted for in the amended 2023 fiscal year budget. As a result, over $1 billion in surplus funds went back to taxpayers. Single tax filers and married individuals who filed separately received a maximum refund of $250. Married individuals who filed joint returns received a maximum refund of $500. Rebates have also been approved by the White House. Inflation Reduction Act allocated nearly $9 billion to states for home energy rebate programs to assist families and make their homes more energy efficient and cut energy costs. The Inflation Reduction Act allotted Florida $346 million for the two separate energy rebate programs, $174 million in rebates for energy efficiency improvements, and $173 million for rebates to purchase energy-efficient home appliances. But Governor Ron DeSantis' final veto list for 2023 shows he vetoed a grant for the $5 million from the Inflation Reduction Act for energy programs. However, Governor DeSantis has other programs, such as the tax holiday for Energy Star appliances. It includes washing machines, clothing dryers, water heaters for up to $1,500, and refrigerators for up to $4,500. The Inflation Reduction Act also provides manufacturers subsidies for building electric vehicles and renewable energy products, and utilities get credits for choosing solar and wind energy over fossil fuel plants. It also allotted $80 billion in financial rebates for millions of households to adopt clean energy products such as electric vehicles, solar panels, and more efficient heat pumps. So in dollar terms, larger rebates are generally available to the lowest earners. They are eligible to have more of their efficiency project costs covered. The Home Efficiency Rebates Program is for consumers who cut their household energy use via efficiency projects. For example, by installing efficient air conditioners, insulation, air sealing windows, doors, and smart thermostats. So, for example, low earners can get up to $4,000 or $8,000 towards their project costs if they cut their energy use by 20% or 35%. Well, my amazing and most awesome friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. To say thank you, I will be announcing several winners every Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. Please make sure, friends, that you enter the giveaway by clicking and liking several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dear friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed day.